No, I don't think so. I'm going back into my cozy burrow. Brr, it's a blizzard out there. It's really snowy. No wonder Punxsutawney Phil dove back into his home this morning. I think I'd like to dive into my cozy home too. And on a snow day, the best thing, put on your cozy slippers, look for your comfy chair, wrap up in your cozy sweater, and read a book. Today's book is Snoozapalooza. Snoozapalooza by Kimberlee Gard, illustrations by Vivian, Miniker. A cold wind blows and snow starts to fall. Mouse hides in a den that's cozy and small. Snuggling into a wee-sized heap, begins to snore and drifts off to sleep. He dozes and dreams, tucked out of sight. A snoozapalooza all day and all night. Snail crawls in, slipping under a leaf. Sealed up in her shell, she falls fast asleep. Snuggling into a tiny heap, now two are snoring, they're both sound asleep. They doze and they dream, tucked out of sight. A snoozapalooza all day and all night. Mole tunnels up from under the ground. He sneaks in quietly, settling down. Snuggling into a little heap, now three are snoring, they're all sound asleep. They doze and they dream, tucked out of sight. A snoozapalooza all day and all night. In from the cold comes weary chipmunk, nuzzling into a soft, furry bunk. Snuggling into a bigger heap, now four are snoring. They're all sound asleep, they doze and they dream, tucked out of sight. A snoozapalooza all day and all night. Hedgehog whirls by, slip-sliding on ice, tumbling in where it's cozy and nice. Snuggling into a growing heap, now five are snoring, they're all sound asleep. They doze and they dream, tucked out of sight. A snoozapalooza all day and all night. Rabbit scurries in, piling on, settling down with a stretch and a yawn. Snuggling into a rising heap, now six are snoring, they're all sound asleep. They doze and they dream, tucked out of sight. A snoozapalooza all day and all night. Skunk walks on tiptoe without a peep. She closes her eyes and nods off to sleep. Snuggling into a mighty heap, now seven are snoring, they're all sound asleep. They doze and they dream, tucked out of sight. A snoozapalooza all day and all night. A gust of wind whirls outside the den. Fox's teeth chatter, his fur stands on end. Snuggling into a grand-sized heap, now eight are snoring, they're all sound asleep. They doze and they dream, tucked out of sight. A snoozapalooza all day and all night. Grumpy badger bores into the hole and cuddles in between rabbit and mole. Snuggling into a giant heap, now nine are snoring, they're all sound asleep. They doze and they dream, tucked out of sight. A snoozapalooza all day and all night. Bear's cold and tired, he needs a rest. He squeezes inside and joins the snooze fest. Snuggling into a massive heap, now 10 are snoring, they're all sound asleep. They doze and they dream, tucked out of sight. A Snoozapalooza all day and all night. All snuggled up into the middle, they snore and they snooze, from big to little. They snore and then snore some more. It's a sounding roar, rattling clear across the floor, rumbling right out the door. The other wood creatures tremble in fear. "What's that sound?" they yell as they cover their ears. They look and search for the source of that roar, then gape at the monstrous 10-animal snore. Wren has an idea and begins to sing. Tweet-a-tweet, through the woods her tiny voice rings. Robin joins the song, and then Chickadee. Deer nods and hums loudly with wild turkey. Elk balks and crows caw, while moose snorts off key. Wolf howls and squirrel chatters along noisily. The 10-voice chorus with sounds high and low sings above the snores, and their rowdy song goes. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Mouse opens an eye and light fills the den. He stretches and yawns with his other 9 friends. Their long nap is done, but they make a pact. Next winter we promise we'll all come back, and you can count on that. The end of Snoozapalooza. It looks like I've had some friends come to listen to the story and get out of the cold. Well, winter is only 6 weeks longer, and thanks to a snowy storm today, we'll go out tomorrow and play and make some snowmen. But for now, we're gonna cuddle up and have our own Snoozapalooza. Hi, Peter. Hi, Caesar. Friends, see you next time at Story Corner.